This is a patch we made early on for the team. Little secret numbers there. I thought I'd put it up for you guys that are taking pictures and want to spend the next, how many weeks till the game comes out? 2 weeks? Three? All right, pretty soon. You see if you can figure this out by then. Send your answers to Marty O'Donnell at...
Just tweet them.
Yeah, tweet. So, I don't know if you guys remember this thing called I Love Bees, which happened for Halo 2. It's this really great alternate reality game.
Is this a spoiler thing? Are you doing spoilers now, or what?
It's a little spoiler, but nothing too bad. It'll be good. Don't worry. Hang on. Are you tweeting? Are you tweeting now? Wow. All right. Woo. All right. So
this is what it's like
remember
every day, by the way.
Yeah.
This is no work gets done.
Curtis, produce this. Stop him from tweeting. So I Love Bees was this great ARG that happened for Halo 2. And the guys that did that were a company called 42 Entertainment. A bunch of those guys ended up splitting off from 42 and made their own company, which is called Fourth Wall Studios. And the Fourth Wall guys have been doing a lot of really cool stuff. I don't know if you've seen it online. Paul, you know better than I did the kind of stuff that they've done recently. What are some of the things they've done?
Yeah, they did The Dark Knight. They did the 9 Inch Nails Year Zero website. Just a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, all the Watchmen stuff, and for a movie Eagle Eye, all this cool interactive, storytelling on the web. And we've been friends with them for a long time, of course, with I Love Bees, and we thought this would be a perfect time to do something new. So these guys, Fourth Wall, actually ended up writing for us, with me, a whole separate story inside of the game. And this story is something we call Sadie's story. And I'm not going to tell you too much about it, because I don't want to ruin anything. But I will tell you that it's a collaboration between us and Fourth Wall and a pretty famous comic book artist, fine artist named Ashley Wood. Some of you guys are into comics. And Ash and the Fourth Wall guys and us, we told the story of a woman in the city, a woman named Sadie. And for us, this was a really great way. In Halo games, you don't often see the civilians in the conflict, right? You just a bunch of soldiers running around murdering aliens. But we wanted to show you what it was like in New Mombasa before the ODSTs even got there. And I think I'm just going to leave it at that, except to say, you follow Sadie around the city, meeting people that she meets. There's a lot of action, of course, in this story. A lot of mystery. This is tied in with our whole noir thing. And if you follow along, it actually ties in really nicely to the mainline cinematic story as well. But Marty talked about 3 hours of audio. Marty, this was easy to do this thing. Now remember, don't say anything. All right.
So the funny thing, when Joe came to me with this idea, and I'm like, wow, that's a really cool idea. Of course, Curtis, right? We're going to outsource the production on this because Fourth Wall is going to be doing some writing, some outside graphic guys doing.
Yeah, no, we were
graphics.
never going to outsource the
So
production.
the audio and all the actors that are going to be, and of course that's going to be somebody else. No, we basically doubled the amount of acting recording that we had to do with an entirely new cast, and we did the whole thing, and it was a lot of work. It was as much work as we ever do for cinematics.
Jay did the whole thing.
And Jay did most of it, yeah, exactly. Which actually was a lot of fun for us because essentially it's like producing a radio play, which is what I grew up with. No, I didn't. Come on. Who said that? Anyway.
He hears voices. Just go with it. It's fine.
They didn't have radio when you grew up.
Yeah. So this is a story that has to really be come to life because of the audio and the acting, and it was a lot of fun to do, and we're excited to let you guys discover it as you go around the city playing this game.
Yeah, we even got the entire studio to play crowd scenes, I think, for the audio play, and then...
Yeah, I cut all that. That was
really?
No, it's in there. It's
okay.
In there.
But there weren't that many girls in the studio at the time.
Yeah, we had to get just the
their...
women all by themselves and record them several times.
They hear them.
Yeah, it was a sausage factory.
Whoa! Your daughter is in the front row. I am sorry. All right, well, that's the end of our slideshow, except for one very important slide. Hey, everybody. Yes, it's shameless plug time. If you guys haven't pre-ordered Halo 3, the ability to get Johnson for Firefight, I think, runs out when when pre-orders are done. That's the last chance you get to play as Johnson in Firefight. So if you're gonna do it now. It's gonna be awesome. Firefight playable out there, right?
Yeah, we have 12 stations out on the expo floor. And I think we've probably got maybe 15 minutes or so before we'll have to wrap up. So we can take some questions from the crowd. There's a mic there in the middle. Just if anybody has any questions. If not, if it was that incredibly thorough, totally understand.
We gonna get Irk to man that thing?
No, I think it might man itself.
All right, cool.
Can we activate that mic, please?
It's on.
All right.
Yeah, just quickly, what's your name, and go ahead and ask your question.
All right, my name is Jonathan, and I wanted to know why did it take so long for the Bungie comic that was written by Bendis and drawn by Maleev to come out? I remember the one came out in 2007, Halo, and then issue number 3 came out in 2008, and then issue number 4 came out in 2009. So do you know why there was such a long delay between the issues?
I mean, it was all the build-up to the launch of Halo 3. You're supposed to know what happened, before you finished the fight. So it was a perfectly timed prequel to lead into the launch of Halo 3. Actually, we didn't really have a lot to do with that comic. You might want to direct that question to the Marvel panel, maybe elsewhere in PAX. But we feel your pain. We understand that it didn't quite do what it was intended to do, but unfortunately, it's not something that we really had a lot to do with.
Thanks.
And if you're sneaking out early, thanks for coming. Hope you like the game. No, I mean that, seriously.
Hi, my name is Nick. A couple of things. First of all, Joe, congratulations, Contact Harvest. Excellent novel. I read it. It was very entertaining. New York Times bestseller right here. And also, Marty O'Donnell, thank you so much for all the great music that you've done. I really enjoyed it. Big fan.
Do you have a question?
I do, in fact. I have a question. Can I get a little patience from everyone? I was just curious, in Halo 2 and Halo 3, I've seen Harold Ryan listed as the studio head. He was kind of in charge of the production. Jason Jones seems to have dropped off the radar a little bit. I was just wondering, is he still at the company? And if he is, can you confirm if he is working on a new project?
No, we can't confirm that.
But we can confirm he is at the company.
Is he
But
fulfilling
if
his
he was working on
advisory
a new
role?
if he was working on a new project, that's probably what he would be doing.
Thank you, Marty.
Can we shut this mic off?
My name's Phil, and I'm just wondering, of all the places that you guys could have chosen for Halo 2 and Halo 3, why New Mombasa?
I mean, I'll give you the short answer. I mean, for us, it was a place that we knew a lot of people enjoyed in Halo 2. We feel like we went there and then we took you away pretty quick. It's some place that was really important to the fiction. There's a lot of mystery still in that city, so it was a good place to go back to.
Wasn't there a trailer we did once that had some expectations built up around it? Oh, okay, never mind.
I think the original question was why in the first place, even for Halo 2. Is that correct?
Oh,
Yeah, why New Mombasa in general? Like, why not United States or Europe or China?
Oh, yeah, sure. So, I mean, for us, there was, it's on the equator, sort of. I mean, it's pretty close. So if you're going to make a space elevator, it's one of the good places to do it. I think there's just a lot of cradle of, human history that goes along with East Africa. So for us, it was pretty cool in that way as well. It has a lot of history. And I think, the aesthetic was pretty neat, too. Sort of sun-baked East African town.
I think because Vic wanted to do zebras.
And Vic loves zebras.
And pandas.